moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Outside the wings are Gilgeous-Alexander and George. Williams is out there with Holmgren. And it's Giddey in at the 1.
You know, Gordon continues to work on the J, but inside he can be a problem. One thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the rim.
Giddey with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Now here's Holmgren. D right on him, and it's good for 2.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
We've seen Gordon compete, Brent, in the dunk contest like you, and there are some who would say he should have won. What about you?
Yeah, you can make a strong case that he was robbed, and Aaron actually does. But we see that under the legs, leaping over the mascot dunk on so many highlight reels. Just a special athlete, and what a special contest that was.
Williams finds Giddey. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
More and more promise here as a jump shooter, as Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid three-point shot.
Murray against Giddey. And a wide open look for Porter. From outside, off the mark. It's deflected, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. Three-pointer. That shot off. And Denver the other way now. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. Jokic with the steal. Murray against Giddey. Murray dishes to Caldwell Pope. Porter outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. George trying to free himself up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 1. The 9-footer's on the mark.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Giddey, no good. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gordon for 3. Kept alive. Here's Jokic. Can't get it to fall.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Giddey. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
For three, Murray. Rebound by Williams. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Giddey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Jokic with a screen on Giddey. And that one's good by Porter.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that Jay.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Giddey with it, now guarded by Porter. Back to Giddey. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
And part of his game that he's still working on, Giddey growing at the line.
And he dunks it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's Gordon missing. The Thunder with the lead. Williams kicks to Holmgren. On the wing, Giddey. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Brown comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Jackson in for Murray. On defense, Denver. Trailing by 2. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd.
Here's Joe. And there's the pass to Pokusevski. Over Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Pokusevski throwing his body around. Can we say that?
The Nuggets shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Brown the pass to Jokic. There's Jackson with the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
To the wing on the left. Here's Joe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here's Porter. Dishes it to Jackson. Three-pointer. And with the rebound. Thunder have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Out to the wing. Here's Joe. He's covered by Brown. Pakusevsky, the pass to Joe. 4 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in offense. 2 minutes.
He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Jokic. They get it back. Brown kicks to Jokic. Can't hit from 12.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and it seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
They set the pick. Passes it to Robinson Earl. Here's Mann. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Mann can't hit.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Right wing. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Mann. Jokic with the steal. Jackson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Jokic. Puts up a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Thunder have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pakusevsky. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now Green. He dishes it to Jackson. And here's Jokic outside. Poked loose.
And the length of Pokusevsky coming through just traps you and eclipses you with that wingspan.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Michael Porter's out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets.
Nuggets trail. And here is Murray. 33 points last game. Gordon outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder shooting 47%, pretty solid. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
Nuggets shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Jokic with the screen on Giddey. Murray finds Jokic. Now here's Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The pass to Jokic. Williams with the block. Giddey the pass to Dort. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. Bryant gets a wide open look. The Nuggets with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Giddey.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Murray outside. No good, unable to end this run.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Holmgren kicks to Giddey. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens. Well, Aaron Gordon is a guy that you really value on both ends of the floor. He's capable of scoring. He'll attack the rim. He's shown that he's improved his three-point shooting. But on the defensive end, him being long and switchable, that helps out. So the more and more guys get used to his versatility, the more he's going to shine.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Murray. Bryant with a screen from Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-1 run. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Outside Gordon. Over Williams. And he overshot that one, missing. The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Dort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Denver making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in, and he's good on the second. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Pass to Dort. Back to Giddey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray, good.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Giddey against Brown. Uses both hands to slam it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Caldwell Pope passes to Murray. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
On defense, the Thunder. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Bryant kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Launches a three.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him. And now I think he's starting to really force the issue. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Murray outside. And the three off target. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 17-3 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such growth in his first year, continues to show he's learning this game.
I mean, OKC's draft pick haul in the Paul George trade was massive. But the best part of that deal, getting SGA.
Yeah, SGA has been the face of the franchise the past couple seasons, and his game just continues to grow. He's signed all the way through 2027. Is he the first building block, or is he going to develop into a player that people covet and they're going to try to pluck away? We'll see.
Here's Mann. Denver grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robinson Earl. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The shot comes out, and it's Denver the other way. Brown with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Najee. Oh, good on the triple. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 19-6 run. Shot from free throw range. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Jackson has the open look. And they get it back. Bryant. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
They get it back.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Green comes in for Zeke Naji. And Porter subbed in for Bruce Brown. The Thunder leading by 18. Here's Giddey. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota.
He was passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Oklahoma City had one of the all-time NBA trios, didn't they, Brent? Durant and Harden and Westbrook, 3 future MVPs. I mean, I don't know that we'll ever see that again.
Yeah, incredible, Kevin. Going to that finals in 2012, and obviously really young and green at that time. But unfortunately, Harden was traded away that summer. They took a hard-line stance, and he was off to Houston. And just think back, would they have won titles together, and how many?
Pokusevski can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Pokusevski, the pass to Robinson Earl. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Great showing for him last season. And he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. The Thunder leading by 19 points. Giddey with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Jackson passes to Jokic. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses and the dry spell continues. Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Joe. Pass to Giddey. There's a screen. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
The Pistons are at less than 100%. Boy, the loss of Cade Cunningham, man. He's such a strong presence. He has such an impact on the game in a big, big way. Man, they'll have trouble riding this out without it.
Next man up, that's what's up. And circling back to the game at hand, guys, the deficit is looming large right now for the Nuggets.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, you just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So for Oklahoma City right now, outside the wings are Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort. Holmgren is out there with Williams, and it's man in at the point guard position. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the Thunder making a change here. Giddey's checked in.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Murray against Giddey. From 20 feet out. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Giddey with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Holmgren. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 18. Jokic passes to Caldwell Pope, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Porter finds Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 20. Passes it to Giddey. The 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jokic passes to Murray. And here's Gordon from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 7.
Not known for his threes, but AG can hit them.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jokic with the bucket.
That'll be so fun to play with a player like Jokic. You never know what he's going to do next, but it's usually pretty good.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you. Back to Gordon. Williams against Jokic. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And another miss by Denver.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Murray for three. Gordon. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Gordon, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Here's Murray. Thunder with the rebound. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Gordon, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Nuggets in second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Murray against Giddey. Murray outside. Bryant with a screen on Giddey. Here's Murray, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. The team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Dort. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Kicks it to Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 21. Brown with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game, and Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Green comes in for Gordon, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Murray. Hits it from three-point range.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Williams looking around. Here's the screen. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Man. No good off the back of the rim.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Here's Green driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
Jackson kicks to Jokic. Got a hand on it.
And Poku really outsmarting the opposition that time defensively in the right spot.
They kick it out to Green. And another miss by Denver.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams, a screen on Brown. Joe can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown, good.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Williams, a screen on Brown. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Brown and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Playing games at altitude here in Denver, Brent. How does it affect the player?
Well, you could say it's mental, but I can tell you from experience, Kevin, it is physical. I mean, it does hit you, and you got to get past that early burn before you can get back into the endurance part of your conditioning. Going forward, the Thunder have a ton of draft capital for them to put a lot of first-round picks either to play for themselves or in play to make some significant trades. Lots of flexibility there.
Back to Bryant. Fires the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic just got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Green with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. They set the pick. Man. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And Oklahoma City with all those picks, Brent, should be interesting to see how they use them.
Yeah, and that process has already started in the 22 draft. They used some of that capital to line up some players they have on their current roster. So it's really interesting at some point what it is that the front office does to say, this is our team, and this is who we're moving forward with.
5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Here's Robinson Earl. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Denver. They're on a 16-6 run. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Green finds Jokic. Here's Brown. Good on the 13-footer. Brown's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Joe. Williams, a screen on Brown. The kick out to Williams. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Murray against Giddey. Murray the pass to Jokic. Now the dish to Porter. Murray outside. Out left to the wing. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Thunder leading by 18. Knocked away. Here's Holmgren. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Murray, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. He kicks it to Holmgren. Williams trying to break free. Holmgren can't hit.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs. Something to think about.
Giddey at his size can get to the inside and make some things happen. That time drawing a foul.
That free throw good from Giddey.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. From the wing, and the basket is good.
And this is where you appreciate Jokic as a big man and that touch from that distance.
Giddey against Caldwell Pope. And Giddey gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Porter kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Gordon. And the call on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Pass to Giddey. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Assisted by.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 16 points for Jokic.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Holmgren. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. It's deflected.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Caldwell Pope for 3. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Dort. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 20. Murray right side. Shot from the low block. It's tipped. They retain possession. They're outside. And they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Passes to Giddey. Over in the corner, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Denver calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That shot wide open.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
No layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
Denver shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Here's Jokic, up and in from the low block. Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Giddey with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. Misses off the left iron.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Pass to Murray. And so much great talent coming into the league, Craig, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. Giddey against Caldwell Pope. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. Bangs home the trifecta. Holmgren's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Count that one for Dort.
And that's Dort's game. He's outside to knock down some threes.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Oklahoma City foul. Williams.
Bruce Brown. He's checked in for Caldwell Pope.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Lob pass to Gordon, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turn.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Jackson in for Jamal Murray. Williams, a screen on Brown.
2 minutes.
The Thunder get it back in a new 14. And the pass to Man. Here's Joe. He's covered by Brown. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Man. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Denver shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Bryant. That's tipped. Outside for Jackson. Here's Naji. And he recovers it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Man passes to Robinson Earl. Williams with the ball. Passes it to Man. Clock at 6. Here's Joe. There's the triple. Williams against Jackson. Tries again. Williams passes to Man. From downtown. Not going to go that time. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.